ladies and gents, I do apologize for the late video. Look, I was stuck in Snowmageddon, and that's what I'm calling it as far as traffic. I was in my car for almost 7 hours, or maybe it was more than 7 hours, but it was something crazy. No, about 7 hours because of the snow. So thankfully I never got stuck. It was just, the traffic because everything was closed down or snowed out. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. Rest in peace to Miss Kim Porter. Oh, and condolences to her family. But let's talk about Empire. So this is Empire Season 5, Episode 7. Treasons, Stratagems, and Spoils. Now the episode starts off with... oh my gosh, when I tell you, I love Three Black Divas. They are a treasure, and that song was good. It was good because they can sing, but they still kept up with the times. Yes, did it kind of sound like your auntie going and doing a song like that? But does your auntie make good music? She sure does, doesn't she? Okay, that's what it is like with Three Black Divas. Now, Kingsley is on this whole thing of the numbers. I don't like it. Giselle had to go and say, this is good. Don't let your feelings towards the Lion family, because of course Lucius came in there and produced it. It's this tug of war between Kingsley and his ego versus Lucius and his ego. And even though Lucius is actually right in this case, there's a way to handle this. Thankfully, Cookie's there, and Cookie's trying to tell him, you need to chill out. Kingsley is just so uptight. I'm like, dude, get laid or something. What is with you? Anyway, Tiana, she's going to allow Hakeem to go and spend some time with his children. But he just needs to stay out of trouble. Part of the problem is that Hakeem put out a response track against Blake. And because Blake stole his song. But Hakeem needs to chill out because it's just a matter of time before he goes into something stupid. Now, Kai and Jamal, they're at, Jamal's apartment. And then comes Winter. No, Winter is an artist that Jamal signed in London. And she has no place to stay, so she's going to stay with them. She wants to work. She's hungry to work. And I said, I respect this. I actually respect this. She has good energy. I like her. Cookie is trying to tell Lucius, you need to chill out. You need to chill out because we need to look at the bigger picture. We need to go and gain revenue, build up our clientele so that we can become the biggest, entertainment management corporation. That's their new goal. And Lucius, he swallows his pride while that's happening. Kingsley is being told by Giselle, you need to relax. Whatever you have against Lucius and the Lion family, you need to put that aside. I understand what the numbers say, but here's how this thing works. They do music. You do numbers. Collaborate. Work together. And somehow these two women are able to get these pig-headed men to work together. So again, shout out to the ladies. Big up to the ladies because, again, having to come in and save the day. Now, Cookie is getting to work. Cookie is doing an advertisement, an Instagram advertisement. And Portia said, you know what? We want the real. We want the raw. Cookie said, well, you want this check, right? Do you want the check? Because this is what's paying the bills. All of you get a check because of this. Where's the advertisements? Anyway, there was a glitch with the computer, and that's when apparently Cookie's nephew, aka, what's her name? There's Candace. There's Candace. So Candace's son, he comes in, saves the day. I said, the kid looks biracial. Okay, got it. But Candace has another bruise, and Cookie is very concerned. Now we see Quincy's mom. She's dealing with this lawyer who definitely has this mentality of, I'll get back to you in a couple of months. I'll figure it out. In a couple of months. In a couple of months. Here we go, having Andre going and being very reassuring to her. And I like the fact that this feels like a natural progression. Until we see Winter. I said, oh, wait a minute now. This voice. I said, oh, Winter? Where'd this voice come from? Oh, you know, these British soul singers. But I like it. I said, okay. I'm actually feeling it. Cookie hears that as well and decides she wants to go and steal the artist away. Didn't I already mention that this artist is Jamal's artist? So Jamal's looking at his mother like, hey, hey. Cookie's still trying to go. But Winter does have her own management. Jamal is the label, but Winter has her own management. So he's trying to get his mother to breathe. Just breathe a little bit. Now, Becky is trying to talk to Giselle. And Giselle, as we see, she's working her way. She's working both sides. She went and brought 3 Black Divas to Lucius. And now she has Lucius working with Kingsley. Becky's looking at her thinking, aren't you doing a little bit too much? Isn't this a conflict of interest? Over time, won't this go and sink your ship? Giselle said, why don't you go and play a little ball? Maybe you would go and advance quicker here if you did so. I said, oh. She's not wrong. But Giselle, you also need to take heed on what Becky said. There was another light-skinned lady who didn't last too long because she was doing too much. We have a problem. Jamal didn't let his mother know that he's engaged. Jamal also isn't telling his mother to stand down regarding, hey, she's my artist, leave her be, as in Winter. Because Winter's at that house, Cookie is still trying to work her magic. She cooked up something for the whole crew. And that's when Jamal needs to have a talk with his mom. So he tells his mother, hey, Winter's my artist. She has other management. You are just doing whatever you want. You don't ever consult me. You don't ever ask. We don't collaborate. It's whatever you want. Whatever you want is what you're going to get. And Cookie said, that's right. I mean, when it was to your advantage, there was no issues, were there? I said, But boundaries. He's an adult. Cookie doesn't like it. Because remember, Jamal, even though Jamal's her middle child, Jamal was the all-purpose child. The child that was super accommodating. And Cookie clearly got used to that. A little too used to that. But now Cookie needs to figure out what's going on with Carol because she sees these bruises. And again, Cookie is talking to, the bruises on Candace's wrist. She's talking to Carol about that. She says someone is hitting on her. And apparently there used to be some abuse stuff between Candace and her husband earlier on in their relationship. And Cookie's looking like, I didn't know that. Candace is pissed when she's confronted, just like someone who is being abused and just wants to lay low would feel. I'm thinking, okay, you guys need to step in and do this quickly because things are not going to get better. Oh, Lord, I did not realize how bad it actually is. Lucius is brought into a meeting with Kingsley, and Kingsley, well, Becky's there as well. Becky's trying to say, this song is amazing. Lucius feels like the song is amazing. Kingsley said, analytics say otherwise. Analytics say, with their demographic, here's the type of songs and lyrics that they should be incorporating in their songs in order to make it go higher. Now, yes, it is true. When it comes to the internet, when songs, phrases, or whatever are used in music, it charts better. But Kingsley was using like some 1955 type of metrics, and I was over it. Even if it still applies today, I still didn't like it. But there's more to Kingsley than that. Kingsley actually gets an invite to Lucius's place, to his house. I'm jumping ahead to Lucius's house to see how the magic happens. And Kingsley likes that. He likes that idea. But we also see Kingsley throughout the episode looking at this picture. Looking at this picture of some woman. I'm thinking, who is she? Who is she? Andre's over there with Quincy's mother, reassuring Quincy's mother. They're looking at pictures, and one thing, at least, because they have to make sure that it's the right picture. If it's the wrong picture, that intel makes him look like the bad guy. And his mother made the great point that we always say, why is it that some white girl on vacation gets to go on vacation, ends up missing, and the news is all over it? Something happens with the black kid. First, it's not a matter of, oh, we need to help the black kid. It's a matter of, what did they do? What did he do? What did she do? Villain. Hakeem, he's not drinking because he needs to go and pick up his kids in the morning. Being responsible, I said, Hakeem, it's either you're going to have to go and show your crew how they need to operate going forward, or change them up, because this current setup, I don't like it. Because Blake actually created the diss song, and he used the instrumental for Drip Drop in his diss song. This song, the diss track itself it wasn't much of anything. What matters though is he used Drip Drop, which is Hakeem's biggest song to date. Hakeem was thinking, how's he gonna go back at him? And then he realized, and then people were saying how his crew was saying it's kind of sad. Blake has no one. His father's gone. He doesn't have a girl. He's probably really lonely, actually. And that's why Hakeem, he won his Instagram and said, I'm not going to partake in diss tracks and all of that. Too grown, too mature, moving forward. This is how I'm going to act. I said, look at the growth from Hakeem. The whole time I'm thinking, so who's in the casket? Because we still don't see that. Who's in the casket? Who? We don't see it. That's why I realized we don't see it. It's very odd. It's very strange. You know what's very strange? Andre is addicted to that street life, and I don't know how to feel about it. Andre goes back to yes, you heard me. Andre went back to jail to go and meet with his ace, his day one there, so that they can come up with this plan. And he says, I'll make it worth your while, but I need your help. I said, need help doing what? What are you going to do? Quincy's unraveling in there, so he needs to get him out of there sooner than later. Cookie confronts her sister and said, hey, I'm here to help you. Candace, I'm here to help you if you need help. What's going on? But she switches the subject and realizes, okay, this isn't going to work. Well, I need to learn to be more, personable. So can you help me out with social media? She said, oh, of course. That's when her husband comes through, and I realized something was very off. Candace wasn't acting like someone who was really afraid of her husband. I don't know if it was because of I do believe that that there was something between them. I 100% believe that. So maybe an innate fear of the stuff in the past that was a part of it, but it wasn't the full story. Her son was very afraid, and I said, okay, well that makes sense.
Remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe and come back.
Sense, but a lot of times, unless he's the one really taking the beating, you would more so be pissed. So then it was all these things going on in my head. I'm thinking everyone's looking because now the husband has the keys. They're going to go back to the house. It just wasn't making sense. Something wasn't adding up in my mind. Rationally, I just couldn't figure it out. Like I said, Lucius actually invited Kingsley to his house. Kingsley accepted, and Kingsley went to his mother's hospital room. It's a nice room. Kingsley has money. I guess his mother's been in the coma, has been in the coma for a while. He's saying how He's slowly working on a plan to go against the Lions. He's slowly being invited in, and they don't even realize it. I'm thinking, okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. His mother did drugs. Lucius sold drugs, and at some point it was to his mother. And that's probably how she ended up in the hospital bed, whether it was during Lucius's reign or afterwards, her already being addicted. But Kingsley goes to Lucius's house, and it's family-style dinner, and it was very cute because they were having regular conversations. They were talking about relationships, the kids, and I don't know why, but I got this weird feeling that Kingsley, even though he didn't like Lucius, for a moment he actually seemed happy and interested and felt a little more comfortable than I thought he would. Kingsley, I thought that he had a silver spoon in his mouth, but maybe it was the polar opposite because, like I said, he just seemed really at home, even though he's a stick in the mud. So Kingsley did ask about the drugs. It was like, oh, you sold drugs in the past. And Lucius said, yes, he sure did. And Cookie co-signed like, look, you need to do what you need to do. And he said, yes, had to do what I need to do. Obviously not proud of having to go that route, but I did it. And now I was able to use that to flip it to create something great. And now I'll do it again with the boys. And with going through all of that, I instilled something in each of my kids. And I was just looking at Kingsley. His demeanor changed once the whole drug stuff came out. And that's when I realized, oh, so the drug part must have affected his mother. They're going and playing music. And for an odd moment, and of course it sounded good, but for an odd moment, while Lucius was doing his Lucius magic and talking to Kingsley about the music, Kingsley, his eyes were a little bit brighter. It made me feel like, I don't know. I honestly felt like Kingsley was happy to be there, even if it was just for a moment. Sometimes that's what it is, just for a moment. Lucius is thinking that he's really connecting with Kingsley, so he's happy about that. Carol comes through to tell Cookie, hey, Candace hasn't, replied back. She hasn't answered her phone. If there's one thing that she does, is answer her phone. Andre, he had some hanky-panky with Quincy's mama. Quincy's mama said, I can't focus on that, on the relationship. Curved Andre. I said, oh my God. But Andre was okay because he's focused as well. And then she gets a call. Ring. And it's the lawyer. Another inmate confessed to the crime. I.e. Andre had his guy on the inside have another inmate confess to the crime. That's what happened. That's what happened. And she's smiling from ear to ear. She's thrilled. She's exuberated. She's so happy. As she should be. And I'm looking at Andre like, you dastardly mother sucker. Kingsley is talking to his mother and saying how, he was so smug, him with his kids and the lifestyle that they got to grow up in. And that's when I realized, wait a minute. I looked at Kingsley and said, that hair, the features, it's not giving me white. Or not entirely. And he looked at a picture of his mother. That's the same picture he always looked at. But he unfolded it. It was Lucius. It was younger Lucius. Younger Lucius is his daddy. So he's pissed at his daddy because it seems like his mother, whether she was originally on drugs when she was with Lucius or she became a drug addict, one way or the other, the drugs came to play with her. And because of that, he hates Lucius. He hates Lucius. He blames Lucius for everything. And so he's going to take vengeance on Lucius for messing with his family. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But she seemed kind of jealous too. Now, Cookie and Carol, they go over to Candace's house, and we hear someone getting whooped. I said, oh my God, her husband is really doing... No, it was her son. Her son. He was strangling her, and I believed it. I said, oh my God, Vivica's going to die. Vivica's going to die. She was bruised up. He was hitting her. He knocked out Carol. I said, oh my God. And he hit Cookie so hard, and they were trying. But the most they could do was when Cookie got hit, because he punched Cookie, I said, oh, so this kid needs to die. Andre, where are you? Get your cousin. Choke him out one good time. Andre, take your whole arm and just melee. Hey, do it. You got guns? No. Where's Hakeem? Hakeem, get the strap. Get him. Jamal, just be lookout because you can't. Hey, that's how I planned this whole thing out. Because Cookie, at least she tried. She punched him, but I mean that kid was on some whoosh. They're all running. They're all scared. He's trying to break the door down. He takes this lamp and he's trying to break the door down, and he's doing it. Cookie calls the cops. Cookie, Miss Lion, calls the cops. She calls the cops, and she's trying to calm him down because she understands that she's like, son, please, the cops are on their way. If you do not calm down, they'll hurt you. So now the cops come through, and Cookie's like, it's okay. But you're bloodied and bruised, and so that definitely wasn't going to fly. Thank God they tased him. But he is, what is he, bipolar? He has mental illnesses. And I'm not saying just one. It sounds like he has a couple. And they tased him, and I said, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, please don't die. But you hit Cookie, so emotionally, I felt nothing for him. It was just the whole thing of, oh, no. This is a terrible situation. Candace comes out and hits Cookie because she said, how dare you? I said, how dare she? She saved her sister from her nephew. How dare she? I said, Cookie, you really have changed. You've really become a better person, because I know the old Cookie would have not Candace out and said, what the is wrong with you? What the who's wrong with you? But Cookie, you've changed. You've changed. Thankfully, because Candace deserved them hands. She did. And trying to make Cookie feel bad. Thank God Carol was there saying, you did the right thing. You saved her. Candace gonna write my baby. As she should. That's her son. But all that goes out of the window when she starts putting hands. No. Oh, nope. Goes out the window. The nerve. And that's when Cookie, she got home. She was going to get herself together, but she realized, no, the damage is done. So she pulls out her phone. And at first I felt like, putting everything on social media now, are we? But then I realized, no, this is a message. And she goes and says, look, someone did this to me. And I said, Cookie, you need to clarify. And she said, no. It wasn't her husband or her kids, but it was someone close to her. They're suffering from mental illness. And they had an episode, and I had to call the cops because it became a life or death situation. And I said, this is a little bit too much. What if these as evidence? But anyway, this is a life or death situation. And she was so afraid because once they came, she realized, oh no, what if he doesn't calm down? Oh no, what if they get aggressive and something happens to him? And she said, it's terrible because as a black person, you shouldn't have to think about, oh, should I actually do what needs to be done to save my life? Or should I go and, take the chance of being killed because I don't want to call the cops because I don't know what's going to happen if they come. And that was a powerful message. And that's why I wanted to do this video sooner rather than later. But, you know, other plans were arranged, so there's that. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll have my video for Star up.